I'm going to show you how to make gluten-free hamburger buns, which actually are really easy to make. The only trick is to get a soft bun, you need a really soft dough. So the hard part is shaping the bun. But to make the dough, it's really easy.
I've added 2 cups of warm milk, active dry yeast, 2 large eggs plus 1 white, melted butter, and 1/3 a cup of sugar.
I'm going to add 4 cups of the No. 1 bread flour and I've added 4 cups of the No. 1 bread flour and 2 teaspoons of salt. When you're mixing up the dough, it's just going to seem really too wet. That's the way it's supposed to be, so don't add extra flour. I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap and let it rise for an hour. So as you can see, the dough has risen really nicely in an hour, and now we're ready to shape the hamburger buns. I just basically want to deflate the dough because I want it to rise up again when I put it into the oven. Fill the tin with 1/2 cup of dough. I made an egg wash by combining a teaspoon of water with the reserved egg yolk. And I'm going to use the pastry brush and the egg wash to smooth out the top of the buns and kind of give them some shape. Once you've brushed the top of the buns with the egg wash, you can leave them, bake them as they are, or sprinkle seeds on top. Sesame seeds are pretty, so are poppy seeds. You still can make these buns look really fabulous with just a regular baking sheet. Just scoop on about 1/2 cup of bread dough on your baking sheet. They'll expand and kind of correct themselves in the oven. So you try to make it into, a nice rounded mound of dough. Let the buns rise for 15 minutes and then put them in the preheated oven at 375. Bake them for 25 to 30 minutes. Here are the hamburger buns out of the oven. They're very light and they've risen really nicely. I'm going to just show you the difference between the ones that I cooked in the hamburger pan and the ones on the baking sheet. The ones that I did on the baking sheet just spread out a little bit. They didn't rise as high because they expanded a little bit, but pretty similar. I'm really excited about this recipe because they not only look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, the rolls are really light and airy. They leave in really well. So I hope you'll give this recipe a try.